All right, I've got my trial copy of Architectural 2021 open here, and I think what I've got here is sort of what you want, and it's pretty simple to do. I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I'm going to change this room, maybe make it a patio, and that gets rid of the floor covering and it gets rid of the moldings and things around the edge. So what I've got here is two walls, two wall types. What I've done is I've defined a new wall. I just used a glass shower because I'm lazy. What I've done is I've taken the regular glass shower wall just because it has a single layer of glass, and that way I didn't have to delete a bunch of stuff. You can rename this anything you want. So I've got this aluminum siding. Again, you can pick any kind of siding you want. You can change the fill, and I made it 2 inches thick because metal siding's got ribs on it, so it'll have some thickness. It won't be real thin. And so this wall and this wall are your metal siding on the outside. And then this wall is a railing wall. And so it's open with metal rail, and you can change that. You can make it whatever you want, any of these options. Post beam, and you can include these three rails. You've got to have some cross pieces, girts, or I don't know, I can't remember what the term is, but I think you said you needed some cross pieces in here, and this is a way to get those automatic. So you can, if you want that one down on the floor, you can do that. If you don't want the middle rail or the bottom rail, you can play around with that and get these spaced out like you need it. You can come over here to newels and balusters, and you can control the height like this. Now this top one's at 48 inches, so you can spread these out to give you a visual of what you want, I think. And in plan view, I just drew these walls, selected them, and just bumped them up against that outside wall. Or you could do the opposite. You could draw these, what you might call your structural walls, these railing walls, and then you could draw your sheet metal walls on the outside, and then bump them up against. Doesn't really matter. You have to have walls because Chief needs walls, or Home Designer needs walls to put doors in. So let's stick a garage door down here on this end. And of course it didn't come through, so let's see if we can fix that. All right, I don't see in Chief Architect, and I think probably Pro, this would be automatic. So when you have two walls butted up against one another like this door would automatically create an opening in both walls. So let's go back to here. Let's pick a doorway. Let's see if we can. Alright, let's see if we can get a... Yeah. So here's a doorway. This works differently than it does in Chief. So I'm going to center that doorway. And then we'll center this center this garage door, and then I'm going to take this and stretch it out. So now you've got an opening there. Maybe not exactly perfect, but that gives you a good idea. Anyway, that ought to get you started.